Welcome friends, welcome back to the Dirty Little Workshop. I just bought an old Russian camera. An old, very old Russian camera, mid-century, probably late 1950s. An old rangefinder camera, and this is the lens that came with it. A lot of these old cameras have lenses that come with them may have problems, and this one's got problems. One, it probably needs lubricated. It's a little stiff and jerky, but I can deal with that later. The real problem is that the filter ring bezel is all chewed up. It's all messed up. It's actually not too bad. It probably looks worse than it is. This probably got dropped. Probably, by the looks of it, probably not with the full force of the camera behind it, but it definitely got dropped. And so I'm going to fix that here, or at least try to, and you're going to watch me try to. I'm going to fix it with this hammer. This is an engraver's hammer, and the other end of that is going to be this. What I've done is I've just taken a wooden dowel rod and given it a slight angle so I can get up underneath the bezel at the right angle so that I'm not actually pushing it out. So if I'm not doing this, let me get a better angle for you guys. No, I'm doing this, which is going to push it out the other way and make more problems. What I want to do is I want to get this flat with the face of the lens here so that I can just push this out straight, tap tap little by little, and get it working again. So let's see if that works. I think it will, but let's find out. I notice here that I've got soft jaws on this vise, so this is not hurting this lens at all. It's just holding it secure, and we'll be able to knock this out without having to have this thing wander all over the damn place. But let's see what we can do here. Alright, it's moving. Little by little it is moving. I'm not real happy with how secure this is being held, but I'm going to be very careful how much I tighten that down. And keep going. And look at that, we're getting there. Better already. Keep going. Alright. Not perfect, but it's definitely moving and it's definitely working. I'm going to go reshape my dowel a little bit so I can get a better angle on it. Alright, so what I did was I gave an even more of an angle here, so this is an even more shallow angle, but it extends further back so I can get what I feel like is the right angle on that. Looks like there's a little flat spot still here. This is definitely improved. I don't know that I'd call it straight yet. It's definitely not finished, but it's looking a lot better. I'm going to work on this piece right here. That looks like it definitely needs a little whack. Alright, that's better. I'm not going to call it straight. Let's give it another whack. Alright. It's looking good. Right in here needs more work. I think what we're going to have to do, I'm not going to be able to do what I've been doing. Just give it a couple of whacks, take it out, turn it, give it a couple of whacks. I'd say it's looking pretty good. I do notice there's a little flat spot there. Let's see if we can get that out. It's looking pretty good. It's not perfect. Maybe I can make it perfect. Maybe I can't. Let's try. There's a flat spot here. This actually looks okay, but that right there, that's not quite right. And as this bends further out, I'm actually taking lighter strikes on this because I don't want it to move as much each time. And I did give it a couple hard whacks when it was really folded over and bent, but right now I don't really want to do that. I just kind of want to move it a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. And I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to reshape my dowel again so they've got a better point, so that I'm just impacting just a very narrow part of that bezel. Alright, and this is what I've got. So I put a couple more bevels on it just so I can narrow the point of impact here. And maybe we'll be able to get this perfectly straight again. I got an area right there that's flattened, and this right here. So let's rotate that. So when I use the dowel like this, I can feel where there's a change in the direction. It's smooth all the way through here, and then I hit a little bit right there, and it tells me there's a flat spot right there. And again, lots of light taps, move it. There we go. And flat spot is gone. Turn it. And there's another flat spot right there. Actually, I turned it too much. Right there. Right here. You know what? That feels pretty good. So I know where that dent was, and I can still see it there, but I'm not convinced that that's not just my imagination. I'm not convinced that this isn't actually straight. Man, I wish I could have planned that better. Made a prediction about how straight it was, or, you know, a little more confidence in the straightness of this thing. It would have been fun. It looks like it's a maybe 3/1000ths out. But I think that's good enough. Although 3/1000ths is quite a bit when you're talking millimeters of filter diameter, but I don't intend to ever put filters on this. All I was really hoping to do was get it looking good, and it looks good. And 3/1000ths out of round in a couple of spots, I might be able to deal with that. I think we'll roll with it. If I ever need to, I'll hit it with a hammer again.